Today's lesson in Algebra 1, representing functions as graphs, will be a review of the previous lesson that we did. When you have a table of values, you have your x value, which is your input, and you have a y value, which is your output. All of this means is that these are ordered pairs. When you put 1 in for x, you're going to get 2 for y. So we are going to come to our graph and put that ordered pair on here. When x is 1, y is 2. So here's this point. The next ordered pair they show us is 2, 3. When x is 2, y is 3. So you have that ordered pair. And the last ordered pair they show you is 4, 5. So when x is 4, y is 5. When you are given this equation, y equals 1/2 x, or any equation, and they give you values for a domain, that means those are the values that they want you to put in for x. When you put those values in for x, the answers that you get for y would be called your range. So let's do that. Our first value for our domain, or our first value for x, is 0. So you have y equals 1/2 times 0. So we're putting 0 in for x. And when that happens, you have 1/2 times 0 is 0. Now the next value that we're going to put in for x is 2. So when you substitute 2 in for x, you have 1/2 times 2, which is 1. So you have the ordered pair 2, 1. When x is 2, y is 1. Now the third x value, or the third value in your domain, is 4. So we will put that in for x. 1/2 times 4 is 2. So you have the ordered pair 4, 2. 6 is the next value in your domain. 1/2 times 6 is 3. When x is 6, y is 3. The last value that they give you for your domain is 8. 1/2 of 8 is 4. You have the ordered pair 8, 4. Again, all these are ordered pairs. Now that we have taken the x values, your domain, and substituted them in for x to find out your range, we are going to make a group for your range now. Okay, your x values are all your domain, therefore the answers, your y values, will be your range, which were 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. Now you have your domain and you have your range. That also gave you a set of ordered pairs that you can put on a coordinate plane. We have the ordered pairs 0, 0, 2, 1, 4, 2, 6, 3, and 8, 4. Now you've taken an equation that has a given domain, substituted those values in for x, and the answers were your range. That gave you a whole set of ordered pairs that you could put on a coordinate plane. The last thing I want to review with you are the words, the vocabulary that you might see for either the x or the y value. Remember that the x value could be called the input, the independent variable, or the domain. The y value can be called the output, the dependent variable, or the range. If they use the vocabulary input for the x, then they will use output for the y. If they call x the independent variable, then they will call y the dependent variable. But the one that we need to most remember is the domain and the range. When x is the domain, your y is the range. That's the vocabulary that they will use. The domain and the range are the big ones that we will need to know for sure.